very, very rare indeed, thankfully, that we have a aviation accident of this kind in central London. Indeed, I can't remember one in my lifetime. And I think it's obviously a cause of serious public concern and alarm when something like this does happen. But it is immensely reassuring to see the way the emergency services, London's fire brigade, the ambulance service and the police are able to get to the scene so fast and to do such a fantastic job throughout the day. Obviously now our thoughts are very much with the deceased, their families, and those who've been injured in this terrible accident. And clearly there will be questions in the course of the next few days and weeks about how it happened and what we can do to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I think the most important thing now is to let the emergency services get on with doing their work of sorting this out, which they're doing extremely well. I'd be very happy to take any quick questions.
The has raised some concerns about the amount of air traffic that there is going along the River Thames next to high buildings inevitably, and about the lighting there may or may not be on the train.
I understand. There are all sorts of questions that people are asking now about tall buildings, about lighting, about the fog, about the usage of Battersea heliport, and those are very understandable questions in these circumstances, because people will naturally want to know that we are doing our level best to make sure that London is protected from aviation accidents of this kind. Those are matters that are now being investigated by the Civil Aviation Authority. It would be wrong for me now to preempt any of that. You'll understand that.
Boris, how long have you been told that it might take for the crane to be removed?
Well, we've just been having a discussion about that in the Civil meeting just now that's been taking place, and as I understand the discussion that we've just had, they're very confident that the crane is now secure and that it can be that the problem will be sorted out very shortly. But I can't give you an exact time, Dan.
Can you describe the scene?
Yes, I mean I think you can imagine. You'll have seen the pictures for yourselves. It's a scene of a tragic scene of the wreckage of a carbonised helicopter, and of course a great deal of damage done to an adjacent building. And it doesn't take a great deal to imagine what could have happened had that helicopter crashed into a bus or a heavily occupied building.
It's been described as miraculous that not more people were hurt. Would you agree with that?
Well, obviously our thoughts are very much with those who have lost their lives, their families, and of course all those who have been injured. But as you rightly say, Dan, it is also true that it could have been much worse.